Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. And today we're going to be discussing the Europa League round of 16 predictions. We're going to be going through the games, we're going to be going through everything, and we're going to be talking about the games. So let's get right into it. So here's today's games. So you got Ajax versus Young Boys, you got Villarreal versus Dynamo, Zagreb, I think that's how you say it. You got Shakhtar Donetsk versus Roma. You got Rangers versus Slavia Prague, Spurs versus I think it's Spurs versus Dynamo Zagreb. What am I saying? This is Spurs are versus Dynamo Zagreb. Dynamo Kyiv is what Villarreal were playing. Yes, I'm mixing the two names up. Sorry about that, guys. Then you got the next game, which is Molde versus Granada. And then you got Olympiacos versus Arsenal and Manchester United versus AC Milan. These are some tough ties for, especially starting here with the Manchester United versus AC Milan tie. This is going to be a tough tie. You got AC Milan flying in their league, and Manchester United currently sitting second in their league. So it's going to be a tough tie, especially Manchester United completely blowing out, completely thrashing their opponent from the league, La Liga, Real Sociedad, were doing quite well before they came up against Manchester United, and they were doing quite well in the league. Everyone was building it up to be a good tie, but you know what? Manchester United just blew them away, completely blew them away. They had no chance. And AC Milan went through against their opponent also, drawing in the last game. I forget what happened in the first tie, but yeah, that's the first tie. Manchester United fans, are you guys happy with your tie? I'm laughing because usually Manchester United get an easy tie. So this time they got a tough tie. Going on to Arsenal. This is revenge. I'm looking for revenge. Summer 16. Yeah, if you guys know the Drake song. Anyways, Arsenal were knocked out last year by Olympiacos. Subsequently, also their owner had attracted COVID, which then passed it on to Arteta, which then caused a whole issue for the Premier League. Premier League had to stop it. And you know what? Arsenal were also knocked out of Europe. So this is revenge. We're going to be facing the Greek side, Olympiacos. And you know what? I'm excited for this tie. I'm happy that we got this tie. I want revenge. I want to beat these guys, especially after last year, and we move on. We know that they can cause us damage, especially after last year. Hopefully we don't get in the same trouble. You guys already know I'm an Arsenal fan, so I'm going to pick Arsenal to go through. And we're going to get into more of these in a moment, right? So of course this is not going to be a tough prediction for me. I'm going to pick Arsenal all day in this tie, and yeah, you guys already know what I'm going to do for that tie. That's not going to be a question. Then you got Granada and Molde. Interesting. We've already played Molde, so if Molde go through, they beat Hoffenheim. They went through versus Hoffenheim, and you know what? Granada, respect to them, they beat Napoli. They went through against Napoli, so this is good. These two teams that I don't think they have a chance of winning the whole thing, but you gotta respect them for what they've accomplished to get to this point. Granada and Molde, and I'm gonna definitely pick Granada to go through. I'm not picking Molde to go through. I'm picking Granada to go through all day, every day. Right? That's just my take on it. Now, moving on to Rangers versus Slavia Prague. Slavia Prague beat Leicester. Wow. You got to respect them for that. They beat Leicester. Big up to them for beating Leicester. You would have never thought they would have been able to do that, but they did that. They beat Leicester, and you got to respect them for that. Now, moving on to the next team, Rangers. Rangers were very impressive throughout this whole Europa League campaign. Steven Gerrard has them playing very, very well. And you know what? I'm interested to see how the two teams perform. I'm interested to see how these things go. I'm definitely going to go with the Rangers side. But you know what? I think Slavia Prague could be tough for Rangers to beat, especially now that they've beaten Leicester. So I don't know exactly what you're going to do, but you're going to probably see Rangers go through, right? Now, the AC Milan Manchester United thing, I forgot to mention, I picked Manchester United to go through. I think AC Milan are a good team, but I feel like Manchester United might surprise you, and they might just whoop those boys at AC Milan, right? Now moving on to Spurs. Spurs, Tottenham Hotspurs face Dynamo Zagreb. Dynamo Zagreb is the Croatian side? Yeah, Croatian side. You have to respect this Croatian team. This Croatian team have had some ballers in their team. And, I think they're going to do quite well against Spurs. I think it's going to be a tight one. I think Spurs are just going to squeak through and just have too much for the Croatian side. But, of course, you got to have some respect for your opponents. And I think Tottenham are just gonna squeak by and beat them, right? Then you got Roma versus Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk, the Ukrainian team, you gotta respect them. They've had players like Willian, Henrik Mkhitaryan, others to name in their team. They've produced some ballers throughout the years. And Roma's been struggling, especially in the Serie A this year. Roma have been struggling. They have not looked good at all. We gotta wait and see what happens. We gotta see how they're gonna do things. If it works out, I'm going to go with a Roma. I don't think it's going to be a surprise here. I don't think there's going to be any big surprises. And yeah, I'm going to go with Roma. I think this is going to be it. And then you got Unai Emery's Villarreal versus Dynamo Kyiv. The Russian side, I think. I think they're Russian, no? Am I mistaken? No, they're Czech. No, that's Slavia Prague. I'm sorry. What country is this? Oh, yeah, Ukraine. I'm sorry. This is the Ukrainian side. Dynamo Kyiv. How did I not know? Kyiv. I'm an idiot. Sorry, guys. I think Unai Emery's Villarreal, the Spanish side, are going to go through. Dynamo Kyiv have a chance, but I don't know if they're going to win it. I generally don't think they're going to win this tie. I think the Spanish side will have too much for them, and they will go through. Now, moving on to the final one. I think Ajax versus Young Boys. Ajax versus Young Boys. I think it's going to be a situation where Ajax, Young Boys, you expect Ajax to beat the Switzerland side, BSC Young Boys. I think BSC Young Boys could surprise Ajax, and I'm going to go with the shock of this round is going to be a Young Boys pull through versus Ajax. Ajax is historically a good team, but for some reason in Europa League last year, they got knocked out by Spanish side, and this year I think they could possibly get knocked out by the Switzerland side. So I'm gonna pick Young Boys. So I've gone Young Boys, I've gone Villarreal, I've gone Roma, I've gone Spurs, Rangers to lose to Slavia Prague. I've changed my mind. Rangers to lose to Slavia Prague, Molde to lose to Granada, Arsenal to whoop Olympiacos ass, and Manchester United to beat AC Milan. Yes, people. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. That's my predictions for today, guys. That's my predictions. And you know what? Thank you for coming here, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If you guys can do me a favor, smash a like on the video if you guys are still here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And yes, people, we're out of here. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, join the notification squad. And if you're in the comment section, tell me what you guys think. Who's going to go through? Put your predictions down below in the comment section right now. And we're out of here, people. See you guys at 6 o'clock. Peace. What's going on, everybody? I need you guys to go check out my channel and subscribe if you're new. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that button, and hit that notification bell while you're at it, ladies and gentlemen. EGTV, you already know. And if you're on your phone, it's even easier. Press that like button for me. And you know what? Subscribe while you're still here. And big up to everybody watching. Check out most of my content. I'll be throwing out more content every single day.